Resident Evil.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Let's Play of Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. I'm the Ninja Stalker, and we're going to get back into this. But before we do, let's jump to the collection real quick, because I've been doing some things that I probably... Oh, never mind, we haven't been doing some things that I thought I... Let me just double check. Oh, well, what do you know? It's not there. Good, good. I like that. I haven't purchased anyone else. Alright, I'm glad, because here's the thing. On the off time that I had, I did play this game without recording one segment, and then there was two other segments that I recorded that I decided not to upload because they were more of a let's fail instead of a let's play. Which is good, because I don't want to really waste your guys' time watching a video that's like, oh, he just sucks, you know? Even though maybe some of you are probably sadistic like that, or maybe still you just want to watch me try to play the game, just to see what it's like. Maybe you're new viewers and you're like, oh, hey, check it out. But yeah, so there's that. Actually, hold up, give me a second. Give me a second here. I need to do something. I need to do something very, very, very important. Because I think... Yeah, I think... Hold up. We gotta double check on this. I can hear the game sort of lagging. There's messing up in the background, but that's fine. Yeah, it's lagging, but that's because I'm doing something here. Okay, so there's that, and there's that. Those are the ones that need to be... No, you get off my screen. You can't see what I'm doing because I don't have desktop capture, which I've mentioned many times that pisses me off. Just let me deal with this. And then let me go over here to double check. I'm trying to upload a video since I just turned on this computer. Usually I have the computer always on, but you know, it is what it is. So give me a second. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's on the dashboard, is it? Yes, here, please. Move that again. I have a video on... Well, yeah, that video's on lock, and I'm still having to unlock until I can upload something else. Alright, so... If I don't have any of those, and then I need to double check on you, because there's these videos... What was this one? 233. What was this one? 112. Alright, so we'll back out real quick. 233, 112. Okay, perfect. I can delete those. Yes. Permanent delete. Back out of that. And then I can back out of this. And then I can upload you. Add more. Upload you. Minimize. Reopen. Here we are. Okay. So. What you didn't see when it comes to recording, that is I actually played Flashback and failed miserably, and I played Desperate Times and failed at the very end. Flashback, I tried to do the alternate ending to the game, which is very difficult to do. And mind you, I was playing on normal difficulty, so imagine if I played on a harder difficulty when I'm trying to find specific items in certain areas. The alternate ending is no joke. I mean, it might make this flashback scenario a much shorter game, but it is tough because of the creatures you have to go up against. Desperate Times, you have a possibility of dying by way of your virus gauge. Because there's a lot of backtracking, and in this level, there's a gas that's coming from the ventilation system based on this new security system that was posted up into this Raccoon City Police Department, that it'll infect you. It won't infect you, but it'll make your virus gauge speed up, so you'll end up becoming a zombie, or if you were playing online and you were one of the first to turn into a zombie. Because, well, here's the thing: in order to turn into a zombie in this game, you have to play online with other characters. If you're the last member on your team to die, you won't turn into a zombie. You're just gonna die. It'll be a game over. If you happen to be one of the other 2 members on the team that die first, you'll turn into a zombie if you die by way of virus gauge. This level, the gas has the virus in it, and it'll speed up the process of you dying, basically, if you play on single player, or speed up the process of you turning into a zombie if you stay in the gas long enough. So this level becomes pretty difficult because there's a lot of backtracking, picking up items, and such. So there's that. We're going to play flashback. So here it is. An abandoned building in a foggy forest. All around us were the echoes of some forgotten tragedy. Enveloped in evil, we press onward. So, in this level, who are we going to play as? Let me see. I think Kev is the best character to play as, because he has the 45 pistol and extra ammunition for that 45 pistol, and there's a good reason to have that, whether for the end boss or for the mini boss that's in this level. Pretty much anyone with a weapon, so Mark would be a good one too, because he has his sidearm 45, or not 40. He has a sidearm 9mm. George would be pretty good too. And can I say another thing too about George here? I don't like how he kind of doesn't look like his character picture here that he does in the game. He doesn't look like this character in game. In game, they made him look a tad bit older. I don't know, they could have done a little bit better with making him look like the way the picture is. In game, when you actually see close-ups of him, he's got like more wrinkles. I don't know, they could have done just a tad bit better. And then on top of that, I think in game he looks a bit bigger than what his little profile is right there. Right, so you see where it says player, and then right underneath, he doesn't look like that. He looks just a tad bit bigger, which kind of bothers me. I wouldn't really think Doctor's being fat. Just, especially if you read his bio, he kind of likes going outdoors and stuff. He'd actually kind of be in shape, you know? Let me see. Apart from that, he would actually be a pretty good character to play. Cindy would be a good character to play and have as a supporting character because of her healing, or her bag that she has with herbs in it. Yoko would be pretty good too because she has the backpack and she can store stuff, which you kind of want. Actually, Yoko would be the one character you would want on your team in every mission. Actually, every mission you kind of want her because more space inventory is pretty good. In the first game, she didn't have the backpack. She had this. I don't think she had the backpack in the first mission. I think she had this lucky charm, and I don't know what the hell that did for her. Excuse me. Apart from that, those are the only characters I really like having or playing as. I don't like anyone else. David, he has his moments over everyone else that I don't like picking. I would never pick Alyssa, and I definitely would never pick Jim. Just not me. So who do we want to play as? And then we also got NPCs to play as too. So we got Luke, Raymond, Carl, Dustin, and that's pretty much it for Kev. For Mark, we have Aaron. For George, we have Greg, that doctor. We have Arthur and Dorian, and then that's it. And then who else do we have? That's pretty much it. So who do we want? Who do we want for this mission? Here's the other thing too. For the NPCs, they don't have ad-libs. I've mentioned this before. I'm gonna mention it again. The NPCs don't have ad-libs. So when you press triangle on the PS controller, well, I say PS controller. I'm not saying the PS1 controller, just a PS controller. So I'm using the PS3. If you press the triangle button, it does the ad-lib button, or it does the ad-lib, which means that you'll engage in some sort of mini sentence conversation with somebody if they're in the area, and it'll be pertaining to what's going on. So if there's a bad guy in the area, you push the ad-lib button, you'll say something pertaining to that. Or if there's an NPC, you'll talk to them, which you'll see a lot when I do Desperate Times mission. I'll pick Kev because I think Kev is very, very much needed and credible to listen to certain stories going on when you talk to other NPCs in that level. But the NPCs that you can pick, you don't have ad-lib. You'll just say very basic, generic stuff, which kind of sucks. But there's that. So who do we want? You know what? We're gonna pick. Yeah, we're gonna pick Luke because I haven't showcased Luke, and I do like Luke. Luke's a very, very cool character. I don't like the voice that they gave the NPCs for Kevin, but it is what it is. We'll pick Luke because I haven't showcased him, and if you notice my the Ninja Stalker logo, it's got Hunk on there, who's holding a briefcase and pointing a gun. That was given to me by Annie Mex again, so it's a shout out to that individual. Sorry that I stuttered there. To that individual. It's pretty cool, and Luke has the same design. So we'll go ahead and pick him. We don't want to pick George because he's not going to be much help as an AI character when it comes to certain items. Let's go with Mark. Because we need somebody with health and another weapon. It would just be necessary. Mark will start off with his pistol and ammunition for that pistol. He's also pretty robust, and if he has melee weapons, which there are plenty in this level, he'll use it pretty well. At least I think for an AI character. If not, he'll be like a battleship. He can take the punches. And then we'll pick Yoko because she'll have the backpack that'll help us out storing health items and other kinds of items.
Okay.
So we'll do that. We are going to play on normal difficulty because we want to beat the game, all levels on normal. That way we can unlock hard difficulty and then move on to playing all the levels on hard, and then move on to very hard, and then move on to getting nightmare mode and infinity mode, and at some point we're going to try and collecting the SP items for the characters. Okay, let's see. And here's Luke right here. Alyssa joins us because this is a level pertaining to her. The design for Luke, I like. It's pretty cool, but again, I'll stress I don't like the goggle system that they have there, how it's a two-piece eye set. I like the one-piece eye set, and I think that's what we had at basic training for me, was the one-piece eye set, because they knew that the two-piece eye set, it will affect your peripherals, especially right in the middle. Another thing to note about this goggle system set right here was, for me in basic training, we had, so you see on our right, Luke's left, he has that that breather on that side right there. For us at basic training, we had two of them. We had one on each side and then the one in the middle. So, yeah, they used one here. You can do that, but two is much better. Anyways, so you ad lib, and this is all you do. That right there, just basic generic stuff. You know. I do like the design though, because they have them armored up and all that, which it's kind of cool to me. So for us, there's our 45, but no extra ammunition clip like Kevin has. He'll have a clip with 7 rounds for the 45. We get a first aid spray. it's helpful. Here's Yoko, and she has the charm plus 4 extra inventory spaces. She has a total of 8. I don't know what the charm is with it. There's an advantage to carrying this. I don't know what it is, though. Mark has his handgun and handgun magazine, although we can't see the handgun. He has it. I think he's actually holding it right now. Yep, he's holding it right now. And then he picked up the long pole, which he's good with melee weapons or melee weapons. So as soon as you go to the door, greeted by
I don't get many visitors
this
around
old
here.
man.
I hear the city's in quite a state right about now. Well, there is an old road through these woods that leads to the neighboring town. It's easy to get lost, I'm afraid. Let me show you the way. Let's hope no one gets hurt. It's not like there's a decent hospital around here after all.
Hospital?
And there's a picture of the old man right there when he was working at the hospital. Now, the thing about this old man is, I don't know why he goes out of his way to lead us outside of this cabin to go through the woods, but then just takes us to the hospital where all the bad stuff happens. But you will find out later on why. I just say that because it doesn't... I don't know, it's just a bother to me. If he would go out of his way to do stuff like that, I mean, clearly he's crazy, but you'll find out later and stuff. Alright, so there's another melee weapon right there. We're going to come down here, pick up this herb. There we are. I'm not pulling out the 45 yet. Let's go ahead and look at this. Mountain Safety Report. Notice of fall and winter closure. Effective dates from September to December. In recent years, accidents and missing person cases have been on the rise in the northwestern Arklay Mountains. This, along with the fog at high altitudes, is why the old path will be closed this season. Barring local citizens' extreme emergencies, it is advised that the old hiking paths be avoided at all costs during the allotted time frame. Mountain Safety Commission Chair. So there's that. There's this herb right here. I think Yoko wanted it, but I went ahead and took it. We are going to combine it. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. And since we're a nice person, give it to Yoko.
Hey, you.
Hi there. Hi there. Thanks, dude. Excuse me? Yes.
Okay, just...
Oh, wait.
Yes?
Come on. Come on. Excuse me? Excuse me? Come on.
Yes.
I really don't like the voice that they gave him. They could have done something else. And there's our first enemy up there. It's a fungal spore zombie or something. I don't know. Oh wait, I didn't notice that. There's a health herb right there.
Hey.
You want to be careful when engaging the zombies because they shoot out this fog, this spore fog or something, whatever you want to call it. It's terrible, and it will poison you. If it doesn't poison you the first time, it'll poison you definitely in the second go about. Alright, so that's a dead end. I just wanted to come down and make sure that maybe it might have been an item. Somehow that was one hell of a dodge.
Please go.
Okay, so where are we supposed? I think we're supposed to go down the straight path over there, but I want to come over here and look around. There should be something over there. Yep, there's something right there. If you come down this way, you'll be greeted with ammunition, which is pretty good. So combine, pick that up. But since it's a dead end, it's like a way to entice you. Like, hey, if you come down here, it's a dead end, but here's some rounds. Now, on harder difficulties, I don't believe you'll get as much ammunition. that zombie will eventually stop running. That's close. Oh, Jesus, that's close. Herb there. Yoko, this is not the time for this shit. I'm telling you right now. This is one of the issues with having characters like Yoko. Sorry about that. I get on edge whenever I see a zombie trying to grab me, because then I'll think it's the end of the world. We already have one character who's in... Jesus Christ. And that's already not good. Yeah, there's something on its head. It's a freaking plant that will shoot out the spores.
Help me!
Yoko is just in danger, so what we're gonna do...
Oh, wait!
Hey, you. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Red herb. Let's give Yoko this as well.
Hey. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Okay, Mark is...
Get going! Oh, wait! Oh, wait! Wait!
Yes?
Oh, God. Now I gotta go save Mark's fat ass.
Attention!
Gotcha.
Get off of him, piece of shit. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. That's one thing most of the characters will say and do. They'll be like, oh, I'm fine, you know, this and that. It's like, no, you're not fine.
Go!
Sorry.
Get going!
Hey, you! What is it?
This is on normal difficulty, and I got this bullshit happening. Usually, this doesn't happen.
Wait!
No!
Oh, wait!
Piece of shit, I told you to wait. You're gonna fucking wait. Where are you going?
Wait!
No! Get over here, soldier!
Oh, dear God, I already... Yoko,
Yes?
Come on!
they already got themselves hurt. This is ridiculous. There was a green herb that we left behind, but at least I got the characters healed up, and we should run into more herbs around here. There's a blue herb. There's a green herb. We can mix these. Just why the hell not? Which picked up a stick. And I had to use freaking rounds out of my 45. It was necessary. I'm not going to let them die because all I was going to use is melee, so it made sense to just go ahead and use the pistol and help out. Let's go here, pick that up. There's a green herb. Mix. Go ahead and read it. Raccoon Today, September 6, 1998. A ghost, sightings of mysterious masked figure in the northwestern Arklay Woods are on the rise. The blittered remains of crows and wild dogs have also been showing up near the riverbanks in the area. The whole region has been swept up in hysteria, and a mood of fear and paranoia is prevalent. Longtime residents insist that it's the ghost of a patient from the nearby hospital that closed down 5 years ago. Are these bizarre sightings just a taste of things to come? Let's see, was there a special item that we could find around here? I could have sworn that there was, maybe like here or something. What do we have here? Blue herb. Let's go ahead and mix. Concrete. We don't need that. Even though Yoko picked it up, but that's fine. So we have 2 mixed herbs. We have some ammo. We could give it to Mark, but I'm pretty sure we are going to run into a health item at some point. So what we're going to do is give Yoko one of these so we can have a weapon of our own.
Thank you very much.
Gotcha.
Let's go ahead and get inside. Now, as soon as we go further in here, we will be attacked. We'll be engaged and attacked by someone. There we go. And there's the axe murderer. Your best bet is to just get away from him as much as possible. He will chase you around throughout the entire level. There is a way to stop him if you engage him enough and make him run away. Maybe I think 4 or 5 times he'll stop following you. But it's kind of difficult. Let's go ahead and read Botanist Notebook. I can hardly explain my surprise at finding this abandoned camp. With the strong vines, the gigantic tropical flowers, I was convinced I'd discover new species. March 18th, Rick and I decided to set up camps here so that we could begin research and take samples. Oh my god, I got 10 things read? No, because that's gonna happen. Oh, Jesus Christ. See ya. We left Yoko in there, but the thing is when you play on single player or offline mode and you have AI, they're not gonna get engaged by the axe guy. So the axe guy seems more fixated on chasing us. And our best bet is just to escape him. Escape him, then go back and return at a different time. What I need to do is find a location where I can safely read that. So let's go ahead and go up the stairs before the axe guy follow us down. If you're caught on the stairs while the axe guy followed you, he will attack you, which will cause you to be staggered on the stairs, and that's not a good bet to go with. Alright, so let's go back in here to see if we can find more items. I'm pretty sure there's 2 other items in this room. Alright, let's go ahead and open this. There's a blue herb. Go ahead and mix. We have empty bottles that Yoko picked up. That's fine. It doesn't bother me that she picked those up. We have a green herb. Let's go ahead and give this to Yoko, since she has the inventory space for it, and we'll keep the regular green herb.
Thank you very much.
Simple lock. Kicked her.
Go.
Alright, we're leaving, not because she suggested it, but because I already clicked on the door before she said it, so it's not like she's doing that and we're just being chicken shit about it. We're not fully prepared to take him on. I mean, I have the 45, but I think I'd rather save the 45 for a different occasion. And he is chasing us, so what we're going to do is go here, pick this up. Here. That up! That's a trick that I learned real soon, was that if you can time it just right while the enemy is attacking you and you went to pick up an item, your character has to, let me pause it, your character has to move, right? Whenever you're moving, you get a brief maybe second or two of I don't want to say invulnerability, but you get this brief moment where the enemy can't attack you. So if you time it right, you can pretty much dodge attacks. The character George has that maneuver where he dodges, or he like dips down, backs up, and then hits the opponent. If you can time it correctly, you can pretty much dodge every move that the enemy can throw at you. So he's a pretty good character to pick when you're up against bosses. I remember on the first Resident Evil Outbreak File 1, or at least I call it File 1. It's just called Resident Evil Outbreak. But there was a boss. It was on the Umbrella Research Facility where you have to go to the train at the very end of the level, and then there's this big monstrosity trying to attack you. I played online with George, and I was able to dodge every move that monster threw at me because I timed it correctly, and I was saving people like a boss. It was pretty cool. Ah, that wasn't good. Oh, I'm just bleeding. I'm not actually. We'll read that later. Yeah, see, so I just dodged that. And there we go. This motherfucker. Okay, so I think that was 4 shots, right? Yeah. I wasted a lot of herbs because I was looking at that my health was in red, but that was just me. The red that it was a type of amber color, which meant I was bleeding. So I wasted a whole lot of healing items for not properly. Got a handgun. That's exactly what we want. We'll go ahead and get. Nope, I don't want to do that. We'll go ahead and give this to Yoko.
Hey, you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
She got a pretty shitty deal though because it's only 2 rounds in a shotgun, and knowing her as being an AI character, she's probably just going to use up the rounds on a zombie that's pretty much dying on the way down. There's a zombie in here, so once we go right about here, there we are. That smoke you see is coming from the zombie. Those are the spores because it's been affected by the plant life in this area. You want to be quick in this location because you will get attacked or engaged by zombies breaking into the door. We have a solvent. Solvent would be pretty good. Let's give this to Yoko. Tell Yoko to use that.
Yes.
Pick up the solvent. And I don't know why Yoko bothered to pick that up. Yoko, what did you just...
Excuse me.
Hey, right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, see, if you take too long in here, the zombies will... Yeah, good. Pick that up. That's exactly what we need. Okay, so there's nothing here. God. Might as well just go through the door since he just attacked us. Because I got too close to it. I thought I can get close enough so that I can show you the zombie getting shot at, but, I mean, I should have just stayed back. He might actually break on through. Yes, that's broken. Go ahead, right on through. I think to note for Luke's character here, online it says that his health is registered as large instead of max. I found it to be more that he has his health set to max instead of large. So I don't know. Because I took a hit from the axe guy, and my health ended up being still in the green. Whereas if I pick Carl, and online it suggests that Carl's health is at max instead of large, or even normal for that matter. Where if he took a hit from the axe guy, his health would go down. So I don't know what that's about. It just feels that Luke here has more health. Okay, so that sequence you just saw there, that cutscene, was the bridge breaking. If you pass the bridge, anytime you pass the bridge, it doesn't you don't even have to be in the hospital. Just if you pass the bridge, if you make it to the bridge, just get across and then go back, or just get across, you have a limited time to decide if you want to do the alternate ending or if you want to stay in the hospital. I think once you get in the hospital, you can't go back out, but once you get across the bridge, you get a choice in saying, hey, I want to go back across and just see if I could do the alternate ending or whatnot. So, there's that. My spine is tingling. Oh, that was her. We can go in here and we'll find a weapon that I'm pretty sure Yoko's going to pick up. And I'd rather have her pick it up because I'm not going to use it. We can't go into this door. We need the administrative key, and we don't have that. Oh, Yoko found shotgun rounds. Way to go. There's the grenade launcher right there. She picks it up. That's good. What does she drop? Recovery medicine? Okay, that's fine. We have a green herb here. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up and do this. I can't believe I'm already at 31%. I think Luke's one of the characters that has a very fast recovery, or not recovery, a very fast virus infection rate, which is not good. I think in here is a safe place where you can read and recover and all that other stuff. Yeah, this is a good safe place. Okay, so now we can read those files. The more I find out about that hospital in the mountains, the more unsettling the whole thing becomes. Details about mysterious patient deaths are never reported, and details on drug suppliers and routes are buried too deeply to uncover. There's no doubt that the local pharmacy chain, Drugs Inc., is entangled in the mess as well. The trail is getting harder and harder to follow. Excuse me, I burped. What can I do to get to the bottom of this mystery? I've devised a plan. First, I must collect as much evidence as I can. It's likely that the experimental drugs are being illegally tested. I'm sorry with the way I said that. It's just I had to emphasize it. Illegally tested in that hospital. I need to get my hands on some of these drugs and get out. With hard evidence like that on my side, they won't be able to deny anything. But I'm not up against amateurs. I must exercise caution. Tomorrow night, I'm going to pay the hospital a little visit. It could be dangerous, but someone has to show that money and influence isn't the only kind of power out there. Botanist, I can hardly explain my surprise finding this abandoned cabin. The strong vines, the gigantic tropical flowers. I was convinced I had discovered a new species. Rick and I decided to set up camp right here so that we can begin research and take samples. It is imperative that this remain a secret. This is no good. The plants seem to possess a will of their own. They move as if controlled by intelligence. They have blocked the only door to the cabin. There's no way out of this place. If it comes down to it, I can use my satellite phone as a last resort. We have a week's worth of food left. It's best to just wait for now. Rick swears up and down that he can sense a human presence here. He's likely hallucinating. Meanwhile, I managed to drop my phone and break it. I no longer care about new plant species. I just want to get out of here. There's a room that appears to be a pharmacy. There's a room that appears to be a pharmacy here. I found a tank full of medicine or chemicals in there. The vines around it begun to wilt and decay. There's a knob-like protrusion on part of the vine climbing the wall, and it's more tender than the other parts of the plant. I used a syringe to inject it with the medicine. It worked. We can get out now. Rick is dead. He was killed. Who is that freak? Why is he attacking us? Nothing on the 9th. And Bianca, Jesse, please forgive your father for dying before you. I will always love you. Oh, man. That saved me, and we read those. Okay, so you go underneath this bed, you'll find an item. There's some of the beds in this area you can find items in. This is a yellow chemical. You can use it against the plants. It works pretty well against them, and it also works against the zombies since they're part of the plants. I have an herb over there, or first aid spray, but okay. So she picked it up. That means she dropped the antidote. Let's go ahead and pick up the antidote. want to do this? Yeah. Because my virus gauge right now is the most important thing that I want to keep down. I don't believe we can go any further. There should be an item underneath here. I think it's a shotgun. Yep. Show is. Pick that up. The syringe will be on the other side. We can give Yoko the shotgun. And I done fucked up.
Hey!
Hey! Come on!
Go on.
That's usually how you can tell the axe guy is done with you for that time frame. Poisoned and bleeding. This sucks. Alright, we can now do what I wanted to do, which was give Yoko the shotgun.
Hey, you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now, using the first aid spray will not cure you of the poison. Only the antidote and these herbs will do that for you. Combine them, but that's fine. If you have a lighter on you, there's an item at this door that you can pick up. I think we can't get it. Yeah, it's locked from the other side. Alright, so since we came up here and looked around, what the hell is our character looking at here?
Go.
Alright, so let me see, where are we supposed to go? I think we're supposed to go. There's a key. We're missing a key. We need to pick up a key. Where is the key? Oh, shit. Where's that key at? Okay, I think I know. I think I know where the key is. There's the one place that I pretty much double back just to get away from the axe murderer. Mark is poisoned. This next part I'm going to call bullshit because there's a vine that's in the way that's meant to grab you. I always get grabbed by this vine. Somehow, that vine back there you see in the background that's moving around like a snake. Somehow the NPCs that I'm with, or my partners, my AI partners, they've eluded it many, many times. Not all the time, but many times they're able to just run past it. Me, I always get grabbed. Okay, I was lucky. I was lucky. Okay, so it's in here. We need the key, we get the key that I'm looking for. Not the administrator key, but we get a different key. And in here, I believe, is a safe room as well. So I think this is the key. Yep, it's the key. Okay, so what I want is that.
Excuse me.
Right.
And do that. Go to this and that. The reason why I'm holding on to this is because I want to give that to Mark, since I last saw Mark on some kind of poison injury. So we'll go ahead and read this. Pharmacist memo, solvent use. This solvent is used as a component in anesthesia or to break down cells during surgery. Before use, it must be diluted between 1/50th and 1/100th of its normal strength. Store it at room temperature and always be sure to close the tank tightly after use. If left in high temperatures for extended period, the potency will increase. Only use the special syringe to extract the fluid and do it slowly. Do not drink or touch it. Do not breathe in the volatile vapors. Davis. Fluid is leaking from the storage. What is it? It's melting the vines. All right, good. So there we go. So that would be your hint right there that you should probably use the solvent to get rid of the plants. On harder difficulties, that'll be a place you want to go to. You want to pick up those empty bottles. Son of a bitch. Yeah, you want to pick up those bottles and kill the plants. In here is the boss of the level. You can go in there now if you want, but you can't really do much but get attacked yourself by the plants and vines in the area. You saw me use the syringe earlier. That's just one of the bulb-like vines that you have to destroy to eventually attack the boss at the end of the game. I'm gonna move real quick because there's a zombie who's gonna be on the move. Okay, we can't go in here. It's locked from the other side. Okay, so there's a snake-like vine. There we go. That's one of the ones you can dodge. Actually, it might be the only one you can dodge because of the proximity of the hallway. Okay. Maintenance access route. But yeah, as I said, there are these bulb-like things you have to attack and engage. We have another of these herbs here. There are these bulbs right here. They spew out these. Yeah, they spew out those. You can get rid of them the lengthy kind of way.
Excuse me.
Hey, right.
Thank you.
Okay.
What did you just... I gave you ammunition, and you do that to me. Wait, does she still have... No, she doesn't have the ammo. Do I have it? No, where'd the ammo go? Where the hell did the ammo go? I gave her ammo... Oh, she just loaded it in there. Okay. Anyways, for these things, you can engage them like this, and just keep doing this. They will destroy. They will die. It'll take a while, but it's a lot better than shooting it with ammunition that you could be using the ammunition for other stuff. Because the idea is you try and climb up the stairs there, and you could probably make it up without getting hit, especially if you get rid of one of them, but that's too much of a risk, so you might as well just destroy these things. I think using melee would be the best option, and just doing it like this. Just aim down and just keep doing this, because it doesn't cause your character to move, whereas if you use the other melee attack options, your character tends to move, and it takes a while. It'll spend some time in the animation to hit these things. There we go. You can see the vines on the right side. You're going to be following that up because you're going to go and destroy that. As you can see, it's on the side of the building, so it's become part of the building itself, holding it all together. So once you start destroying these vines, the building will start collapsing on itself. Yeah, the vines have overgrown as it is, and it tends to do what vines and plants will do in real life to structures. It'll eventually destroy the integrity of it if it itself is destroyed, because then it'll become a part of it. So you ever wonder why people in general, especially homeowners, try to get rid of vines in their yards or especially in the driveways? It's because it could destroy that. Okay, so we have shotgun rounds right there. Just already aim in this direction because he's going to start running at you. Wait a bit so he doesn't get out of range of the shots. I believe each time you engage him in these kind of engagements, he gets a little bit stronger. Yeah, see, he just got a little bit stronger. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, so he just dropped off the ledge.
Excuse me.
Hey, great. Come here.
Thank you.
Yes?
What did you just pick up? Okay, so you want to go over here to climb up some vines. Let's see, is there something over here? Yep, there's a blue herb. Okay. Let me think, because there's going to be some bees that we're going to be, or wasps that are going to be attacking us. You got to use a solvent up here. I believe on harder difficulties, the bees just keep coming because of this plant. If you get rid of the plant, however, I don't believe they'll show back up. Okay, so we are low on ammunition. So you're gonna go down and find that hole that was created. Okay, jump on down, and I believe we'll find a axe. It's not the same axe as the axe murderer because he still has his weapon, so we find another axe, and it's a pretty good melee weapon to have.
Come on!
Okay, so Mark took the axe. Handgun magazine. There's no ammo. The handgun magazine's obviously a good thing to have. Well, depends on the situation, to be honest. I can have it or not have it. It's not going to bother me any because you can still load your pistol with actual rounds. It's just you load them individually.
Excuse me.
Hey, you!
Okay, he did take it. Stupid rock. Now, if you try to, this door right here is the way to leave the level. If you try to leave, this is what happens. Because the vines in the area, or rather the boss, which is a big plant, and a hidden secret about it, is still alive, is still active. So we'll pick up this key, and we need to go and refill the syringe, or pick up a syringe that's fully filled with that solvent. Excuse me. Okay, so we have 3 rounds. So rebuilding North Hall. Now since we have the administrator key, we can go to the admin office. Oh wait, I need to refill up the solvent. Oh god! This motherfucker. Whenever he does that right there, that looks like he's charging up a move, that will one-hit kill you. Yeah, you kind of stagger your way down the stairs. I think that was a good addition that the team who created this game has done. It was actually pretty good. I like that. Let me see. We are not too good. There we go. thought he was coming to attack me. Where's my health at? Yeah, see, I'm on fine, even though he hit me once. If I had picked Carl, I'm pretty sure one hit, I would already be in yellow. So, online, I think the info on Carl and Luke are switched backwards or something. They both run pretty fast, though. But, I don't know. It also, I think, would be a nice addition if you can actually customize, create a character. Because the one thing I definitely would change on this character is probably take the helmet off and maybe just have a gas mask, but have the proper gas mask system that I'm used to, which is the one-piece goggle system instead of this two-piece eyepiece goggle system. I don't know. That's just me. It's just aesthetic stuff, and then. I don't know, maybe trim down on the armor that this character has because it makes him look kind of bulky. I mean, it is armor, but still. Alright, so we're here. Items to look around and pick up. There's a, right there in the foreground, a spider. I think it's dead, though. Spider's not moving, it's already dead. Yeah, so. What do we have here? Handgun? I will take it. I could have sworn that there was an SP item around here that you could pick up, but I guess not. Now, on harder difficulties, this switch on the wall here, you need a key to unlock it. But since it's on normal, we can just do that. We have that, so... do that.
Excuse me.
Right. Hey.
Excuse me.
Hey. Right.
Thanks, dude.
Okay.
Damn it.
Excuse me.
The stupid
Right.
pipe. Alright, so I think we go up here. There's probably going to be a wasp or two that we're going to be up against. Yep. And I hit the animation where that happens. And I'm poisoned.
Excuse me.
Hey. Right.
Excuse me.
Hey. Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
There, pick that up. Good. Do you still have the grenade launcher? Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Good. She used it. What was this? Handgun. Ooh, handgun, huh? Full 15 rounds right there. Yes. Administrative Diary 1. It's been 5 years since my wife died. They say that time heals all wounds, but that is absurd. It only gets worse with each passing day. It will linger forever. There's no hope left anymore. None. Oh, Dorothy. Why did you have to leave me behind? I keep going back to the hospital. I can't forget her. The experiment has been covered up and swept under the rug, but I have no feeling of closure. I came across a curious plant growing in the intensive care unit in the basement. My wife's voice echoes in my head. Am I imagining things, or could it be? I've decided to view this plant as Dorothy's reincarnation. If I convince myself that Dorothy's wish has come true, maybe my own burden of sadness will be lightened. 1 week has passed. Dorothy has grown and now stretches beyond the basement. A large cluster of her has grown like a bulb in the basement. I enjoy feeding it birds, dogs, and other animals I hunt down for her. For my Dorothy, my life feels full again. This is good. I'll live out the rest of my life here with her. Not good. So he's the reason for the mysterious deaths going on. From that newspaper article that we read earlier, that is. Okay, so what we're gonna do here... Oh, she decided not to take it with her. So what we're gonna do... We need to get rid of that plant. Oh, and Mark took the frickin' axe. That bastard. Okay, there's a bent bar there if you're in desperate need of an item, but since we just got through without worrying about... Since we just got through without getting infected by that poison smoke that they spew out, we're just going to continue on through. Ah, come on. We're going to zip on by the zombie, but apparently I got attacked. I think there was another zombie that followed him right behind. I just wasn't looking. It's the only thing I can guess. Just cross. Because this is the other side of all that debris that was up here in the second floor. Okay. First aid. Nothing there. And then here's the other bulb that we have to get rid of. So you do that, and it'll get rid of that. And something else happens. There we go. If it isn't the plant like Dorothy. Okay, there is a zombie that's trying to engage us. Oh. All right. We can now be on our way to go downstairs to get rid of Dorothy. That's an angry looking man. Ooh, he tried. I hear Mark. So apparently the other AI character that you pick is just going to linger around in certain areas, while the other character that's more supportive will join you in pretty much every level you go through. Let's go ahead and take this. There's Mark. Intensive care unit. This is where Dorothy is located. Music cue kicks in. And every time you engage, not what I wanted. Damn it. If you get too close to the plant, those larger plant-like bulbs that are going all over the place will grab you and choke you and try to like eat you to death, because they're kind of like a Venus flytrap almost.
Hey, please go.
That's one of the issues we run into when you play online, is these rocks will like demolish you. And it seems like it's kind of like at random how those things will engage you. There we go. We got rid of her. On harder difficulties, this level is a bitch. And out pops the from that. Now, I won't say what that representation of what we just saw looks like, but I will say for you guys to grow up. Okay, since she's gotten her guns a little bit.
Hey, you!
I kind of need everyone to be in one spot.
Hey, you! Front and center!
Okay, so I just keep pushing him up for... It's just one of the idiotic things about that portion of the level. Go back and try to get him and heal him with this one thing. And I'm trying to do this while hurrying up because you can die. And Mark frickin' died. That is just beautiful. And I get hit by a fucking rock and I go up the stairs. This level's very annoying. Jesus.
Help!
Oh, sweet, I killed him in 5 shots. I was so worried. I was like, I only got 5 rounds, and if I fumble trying to get the weapon, I'm screwed. For the next weapon, I'm screwed. I bought us a little bit of time by doing that.
Come on!
I hate the way he just sounds and says things. He's like he has an attitude when he says come on, and that's kind of stupid. Oh shit, warning. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Whew, that was a close one. And there's Kurt.
So there you are, my dear. My dear, dear Dorothy. I'll never leave your side again.
That's kind of sad. Now it's interesting to note that he has a lot of health, so I'm wondering if he was somehow infected by either the virus that's in the air or the plant somehow got to him and made him strong, but he's very strong for the kind of
Whoa, escaping that
individual
plant-infested
that he
hell
is.
was a rush. But I don't have time to sit and talk about it. If I don't get out of this town soon, the virus will get the best of me, and I'll join those plants myself.
Oh damn, I forgot to read the that last diary piece. And I think that's the other thing too. To get like 100%, you're going to be going all over the map trying to find these extra items before the warning thing pops up. All right, so we got rank D, Luke, normal, 59%, 48 minutes, but I believe it's longer. 2 survivors, me and Yoko. Mark died. We, as a result, 1979 points. 59%, yeah. And we didn't pick up any SP items. Alright, so we got gallery, costume, movie, sound, extra, which is showdown. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, go ahead and save. Alright, so there's that. Let's go ahead and back out to the collection to see what that costume is. Or at least how much it costs. Okay, so here it is. 4,000. Well, we got 3,000. Is there anything else that we want to pick? No, not particularly. All the good costumes I really like to pick up is pretty much in the last level. And we pretty much got most of the costumes I like anyways, these ones. There's another set we can pick up, which is in the next level, but the last level has a good one as well. 2 good ones, actually. One of them you can only get when you play all the levels, I think, on very hard, or at least the last level on very hard, but... yeah. Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to stop and possibly jump into a different game. Not before I actually cook something for myself. But I'm going to try and post up more of these Resident Evil Outbreak games. And again, like I said, we're going to try go through on normal. That's going to be a thing. We're going to complete this game on normal. The next step is to try and get hard difficulty, because I don't remember how much that one costs, because you have to purchase it. You have to actually purchase it. Well, do you have to purchase it? I think you do. Whatever the case is, we're gonna get hard. We're gonna get the hard difficulty setting, and then we're gonna go through all the levels on the hard difficulty. Then we're gonna get very hard difficulty setting, and then go through all the levels with that. The next hardest thing about settings to get would be Infinity mode. Costs, I think, like 50,000 or something.
Resident Evil.
50,000 or something like that. And then there's Nightmare mode. That's definitely one I want to get with Nightmare mode, because then it's pretty tough. Like, I think the stats for Nightmare mode is you do 75% damage instead of the normal 100% damage based on whatever weapons you have. So, like, let's say if the pistol, well, you get what I'm trying to say. It's not going to do as much damage. The enemy does double damage, though. I think it mentioned that some of the enemy does double damage, but I'm pretty sure all the enemy does like double damage. So, especially bosses, they're going to screw you up in one hit. You don't want to get hit, basically. You do not want to get hit. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't know if we can make it. With that, I think it was recommended. I think it is recommended that if you play on Nightmare mode, that you also have Infinity mode active. Now, if you don't have Infinity mode active, you're gonna get a lot of points should you survive and win the level. If you do have Infinity mode while having Nightmare mode, you'll get more points than normal, but not as much, because Infinity mode really does take off a lot of points that you could receive. But anyways, there's that. So the next level to look forward to is Desperate Times. That one's kind of tough. I like it, though, because it's set in the Raccoon City Police Department, but I wish that there were more areas in the Raccoon City Police Department that you can visit, because you're limited to certain areas, whereas Leon and Claire are limited to their areas, but they can't come to our areas, or something like that. There's like one or two of the areas that they can go to, Well, actually, this is a little more that they can go to, but we are not able to go to all the places. So, anyways, there's that. You guys take care. Guys are great, and I'll see you next time.